Idea. Shifting now to weather, keeping an eye on that excessive heat warning now gripping our region. Larissa's back with all of the details. We saw Alicia earlier in her live shot with that thermometer, heat thermometer, 114 degrees on the ground. So that just gives an indication of how bad it is, Larissa.
And just a really good reminder, Janelle, if the ground is 114 degrees, please watch your pets because they have to walk on that. And that is never comfortable. You try walking barefoot on the ground and see how that feels. Same
good
deal.
Advice, yeah.
Protect the pets. Well, back here at home, not only are we tracking the high heat and high humidity, but we're also tracking the threat for strong to severe storms later on this afternoon. I just want to point out a line of storms beginning to move into Pennsylvania. We're going to be watching that closely because it'll drop in later on this afternoon. By tonight, take a look at this. 7 p.m., that's this evening, it's going to feel like 103 degrees, but during the height of the afternoon, it'll feel like 105 out there. So dangerous heat unfolding for us, and we're still quite in the thick of it, and will remain in the thick of it pretty much over the next several days with little to no relief here through the overnight, and then bam, it's going to hit us in the face by tomorrow, Thursday, as real field temperatures will be at 107 here in Philadelphia by 4:45. This is tomorrow afternoon, and just about everyone's going to feel the heat and that humidity. Relief is on the way, so we'll talk about that part of the forecast coming up in just a moment. But this dangerous heat gripping the entire region, so all neighborhoods included, despite some not being under that excessive heat warning. Heat and humidity scheduled to peak here tomorrow, Thursday. We're going to be dealing with heat index values anywhere between 100 today to 110 degrees by tomorrow and Friday. You want to check on the elderly, your children, which get dehydrated first, and of course, your furry friends. Now let's go ahead and talk severe weather, because by the afternoon, here comes that threat for severe storms. It's not going to be widespread, but the threat is still there, with much of the region under a marginal risk to see these stronger storms. And 5:30 shows that a broken line of storms beginning to move into our western neighborhoods. By 7 o'clock, between the hours of 7:30, we're going to see the nasty line of storms right over I-95, Trenton to Philly, over towards Wilmington, extending into the area of Dover. Keep that in mind because a lot of people are on the road at this time. And unfortunately, even with these storms moving through, we're really not going to catch a relief from the heat. It's not going to do anything for us. What it will do, however, is bring about heavy rain as well as the threat for damaging wind gusts. We could see residual moisture late tonight and early tomorrow morning, just like we did last night and the day before that. Severe weather threats include that heavy rain and strong winds leading the board. We could see penny-sized hail. That's something to keep in mind. And as of right now, the tornado threat is low, which is always good news. We're also watching the tropics and Tropical Storm Fred over Hispaniola right now. It is supposed to weaken as it interacts with the mountainous island. And then it has its eyes set on Florida. And guess what? By next week, we could be tapping into some of that moisture. But here's our 7-day. It gets hot tomorrow. In fact, it's hot today, but it stays hot through Friday with relief on the way Sunday. We'll be right back.